The signs of an old financial system collapsing and the signs of preparation for global conflict are everywhere. Let's have a look at the most important global changes taking place at this moment. When we have investors from all around the world warning us about a biblical economic crash that can begin any moment now. We have investors pulling out their money from London, wiping off $2 trillion of global markets in just few days after the Brexit. France's central bank is warning that Britain's financial service companies were at risk of losing their right to operate across the European Union. Do you think this is the end and nothing worse will happen in the near future? I think that this is the beginning of the domino effect in the financial world. When we have unprecedented protests in France, we have Europe's one of the biggest banks in Germany, which is Deutsche Bank, closing 200 branches and laying off 9,000 people. Guys, the stage for global economic collapse is set. Of course, the mainstream media is going to tell us that, oh, UK just left European Union, no worries, nothing will happen. It will take around 2 years to feel any negative effects of Brexit. The media will not say any negative word because it would cause a panic. Major high street banks and travel operators have stopped converting pound to euro due to a surge in demand following Britain's decision to leave the European Union. NatWest, the Royal Bank of Scotland, and Thomas Cook have temporarily suspended currency exchanges, while the post office travel money website has also crashed. When we have Putin visiting China and making historic business deals, surprise, surprise, we have the announcement that Russian Central Bank is to work with the Chinese Central Bank. Is this a clear sign that Putin has taken over from Illuminati some of the key operations of the Russian Central Bank? US sanctions on Russia will be the cause of the Russian economic collapse very soon. But on the other hand, we have China to support Putin. The Central Bank of Russia and the People's Bank of China signed an agreement on creating a foreign mission of the Central Bank of Russia in Beijing. That is the first foreign mission of the Central Bank of Russia in China. We have China creating a new online platform to sell goods in Russia. Around 150,000 Chinese companies to enter the Russian market over the next few years. We have investors from around the world worth more than $10 trillion making historic deals during the economic forum in Russia. We have China purchasing a big gold vault in London. All the evidence indicates that Illuminati is leaving London and moving to China, though I do not have any evidence to support this information, but the time will show us that. When we are witnessing the financial power shift towards China and Russia, we have President of Ukraine Petro Poroshenko appointing a former NATO head as his personal advisor. When we have President of Ukraine announcing that he is going to modernize the Air Force, we have unprecedented NATO drills starting in Ukraine today. Largest US Army-led multinational exercise kicks off in Ukraine. I made a video on biggest NATO military drills on Russian border, on land, sea and air. As always, check the link below this video. We have unprecedented naval drills in South China Sea. Why China needs extra 1,000 big aircraft that can carry up to 66 tons of cargo and can fly up to 3,200 miles? The answer is very simple. When the major conflict between China and US breaks out in the South China Sea, China is going to deliver goods to other countries using those 1,000 aircraft, and the cargo ships in China will be converted to warships. When we have huge FEMA drills and all kinds of military drills and gun control inside the US taking place, we have Russian health authorities approaching World Health Organization due to epidemic in Odessa. Odessa is very close to the conflict zone in Ukraine. Over 700 people in the Odessa region had asked for medical aid over intoxication. According to the Ukrainian Emergency Service, the mass disease caused by a rotavirus in tap water